You know, the one thing about Steve is you have his work, you have his family, but you know, the one thing that he is adamant about, and that is he's a member and a supporter of the Boys and Girls Club of Venice, and I think that always rings through.
One thing I've noticed about him right from the beginning, he's very hands-on, passionate about what he does, and he really cares about making a difference for our club and the kids in our community.
He has an incredible love for children in any form, and I think this is one of the institutions that attracted him years ago.
I know the club is very important to Steve. And I think he takes great pride on being involved, and he's been involved for, I don't know how many years, but he's been involved for a number of years, and he enjoys it quite a bit.
We're a volunteer organization for the most part, and so much of our funding comes from the generosity of not only board members, but businesses in the community, and he's been there all the time to help promote the club, reach out and ask for donations, and continue to try to bring more support financially.
We got involved with some programs such as Passport to Manhood, which focuses on the development of teenage boys and giving them some positive role models and talking to them about a lot of different subjects. Steve was involved with that. Stephen was chairing the Resource Development Committee, which is in charge of fundraising and bringing in the necessary dollars so we can operate our club. And we were having a donor reception in the Art Center. He got really emotional and started tearing up. It just showed me the level of commitment and passion that he has for the organization and what we do, and his desire to fight for young people.
Back when I first started working with Steve, we would go mountain biking together. He would drive this horrible Grand Wagoneer with Texas Longhorns on the front. He's a Texas Longhorn. He's very proud of that.
Steve and I had a lot of things in common. He was a big college football fan, a graduate of the University of Texas Austin, Texas Longhorn fan, and just talked a lot about college football.
He fluctuates more in weight than any human being I know on the planet. He's constantly boom bust on some sort of a diet. Will drop 25 pounds, 3 months later puts it back on again, getting suits taken in, taken out. I think he's on a thin cycle right now. He's looking pretty good.
No, I try to avoid him as much as possible in the office. He's a very needy person.
There's always an opportunity for Steve to say something either inappropriate or not grammatically correct, which would give Bob a great opportunity to pounce on Steve, give him a hard time. Steve has a beautiful family. His wife, Morgan, is a very nice lady. Bob actually set Steve up on a date with Morgan, and that's how they ultimately met.
I'm feeling good, I'm feeling over the moon. It's because of you, it's because I fell in love with you.
We had a dinner party with Steve, Morgan, and another friend of ours who actually was a television star. And a cute little story is the television star really liked Morgan. She's a very nice and very attractive lady. He described Steve Smith coming in as an alpha male shows up at the dinner party a half hour late, and then Morgan and Steve then started dating.
Our family is amazing. Our kids are incredible kids, and I think part of the reason they're so incredible is the example he sets for them. He's a dad that is open and loving and fun, and I know we're building a solid family so that if anything comes our way, we'll be able to face it together and get through it, and I think that's the important thing.
He's silly, he's weird. He's silly and funny. And weird.
My husband is, he's really an incredible man.
I know his commitment is to those young people and to the community, and I think that's the thing that makes him an exceptional board member, is that passion and that desire to make a difference.
I think it's great that Steve is being honored tonight by the Boys and Girls Club of Venice.
He has put a lot of time and effort into this charity. I know he enjoys it quite a bit.
Steve, I wanted to thank you very much for all that you do for us today and will continue to do for us in the future. You're very deserving of this award. Congratulations.
The main thing that he's gotten is that you need to give more than you take, and that's what makes you feel successful. It's what makes you feel human. It's what makes you feel inspired every day. So they've given him really the greatest gift he could have.